Well, good morning. Happy California. It's about, I think it's close to 10 a.m. I thought you guys deserved a quick look. Hopefully, these roses, well, I say roses, but this bush was here when I got here close to 4 years ago. And now it's blooming and doing a lot better. But a lot of things that I found were, I don't know, because people rented the house for 10 years. Some things grew, some things didn't. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So these are peonies. This bush was here and it's just gotten bigger and better and bigger. But inspired me to plant some in the front. So anything that's on here I planted, which is jasmine, gardenias, that climbing stuff. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I think it's hollyhock. That just came up like a year ago. A lot of things because we have done so much to the soil, which is I just love this house. The soil was beautiful. These were, I'm not exaggerating, were like these little tiny bushes. And look at this, it's a monster, dude. Anyway, yes, these are the tiger lilies. These are elephant calla lilies. Please mistake if I get something wrong because I'm not very good at this plant naming. I just know some of them by name. These are all dahlias that my mother-in-law just gave us. We've just planted. And there is some in here that my husband is going to, I guess, put a sprinkler there so more of them come up. But he did a phenomenal job. Anyway, this is a rose bush. Like I said, everything has just kind of, let me see if I don't know if it does it justice, but they have just blossomed. All the tiger lilies were here. There's also in here, I think they're lavender irises, or anyway, you can see remnants of some of them right here. They're purple. Those were here too. There were so many beautiful bulbs that were just waiting to come up. This house, literally a dream come true on having established beautiful plants that came out when I was here that I did not even know were here. Some years it was nothing, some years it was some, but this is the fourth year. This is a Samoan orange tree. It's a monster, but it was, I believe it's an Oriental Japanese type. I think there were several different things that people tried in this garden because it's like a Japanese type of thing you get in a tiki garden kind of thing. Anyway, also, this was all, these are roses right here. They're kind of the bush smaller roses in here, which I love. These were fuchsias that, I gave myself a full year and said, do not take anything out because I wanted to see what was here first and how it grew. And, and the only things I took out were the two rose, they're David Austin different roses. Each, cannot name them for you, but I planted them. My husband and I. These foxglove I planted. Pretty much all this kind of lush in here. These are, you'll see. Yeah, I've just added to it. I've added my taste in, and I am just blessed. These asparagus right here, I planted those. I don't know why I can't remember that. Skipping my mind. Alyssum? I don't know if that's it. Anyway, these are, again, which we transplanted over, we showed you over here, right there. So, sorry about the movement. Gardenias, or what am I saying, gardenias? Geraniums, Um, and those are, of course, again, the elephant calla lilies. Of course, all the potted plants is me. Super petunias, I love them. There's all sorts of goodies in there that come out different times. This is so beautiful. I love these two colors together. These are, I got these at, I think it was Marshall's, and they light up by solar, and it's the cutest thing ever. It's a little tiny mushroom. And then here we got this. The birds love to bathe in there. I cannot believe they use it, but they do. This is that bush, and it grows so much it'll go over this, so I had to cut it way back. There's potted plants on here. And of course, that's me that came back super petunias from last year. This is me with the geraniums and another one of the mushrooms. Of course, potted plants I planted. These are all dahlias that I planted that were here last year, and they grew. I just can't even, I don't know if, I probably have a picture of it, and maybe I could, I'm not very good at this. Maybe my daughter will help me, but maybe put a picture of them. They were huge. I'm standing in them from last year. We planted all the dahlias. These is the other rose that I got at David Austin's. There is a fuchsia right there that is a remnant of something we didn't get, and that is beautiful and healthy. I would have never pulled that, but a beautiful one came out. It's just, this was, and there's lobelia. This was screaming for good working of the soil, good fertilizer, that kind of thing. Just people giving it TLC. You guys know, you love gardening. Well, this is my thing too. And it just takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to get your vision, what you feel is your sanctuary outside. That's what I want. I want it. There's moss all growing with, I don't know if you can see it, but bulbs. I guess I could take you back around the tree. I never do that, but this is all potted plants. I just took it down. Sweet peas. It was beautiful, but they died. These, I can't remember what they are. This is our beautiful jasmine plant bush. It's huge. And then it's like a little secret path. There's the, oh. Nope. No, thank you, sorry. So, sorry about that. Back here, it's just growing so pretty. This is a plum tree that we get actual tree fruit from. And do you see how I have the gate? Because this year I want them to stand up instead of falling over. They were that big. Here's those beautiful, it's beautiful back here too. I feel so blessed. I'm sure everybody feels that way about their yard. And then the garden is doing this. The roses already bloomed once. It was absolutely gorgeous. Cilantro, everything we planted and put in. Yeah. This is all basil. Lettuce, obviously, we know it bolted. I wanted it to because we couldn't eat it fast enough. And I need to learn how things are growing, and it's a trial and error thing for me. I'm not an expert by no means. Broccoli. So this flat leaf parsley was somewhere in here. I think it's right here. And then more broccoli. Geranium, and oh, you know what? I'm going to give you an overview. I hate that when I don't see that. So if it's a long video, I'm very sorry. No, there you go. So you can kind of see what it really looks like and the whole picture instead of me just showing you bits. This is what the back patio looks like, porch. There is no shade over yet. And this is what y'all just saw. Okay. So saw that side. This side is open for pumpkins. We did it last year and it was perfect. More geraniums, different kind. These I don't know, they grow everywhere. Would love to know. Here's a shot of these. Well, I've got an app, but every time they just come back over and over. There's roses, the most beautiful, fragrant. This is kale because I will always grow kale. But I have to show you, this is the absolute best our herb garden has ever done, and it is not because of me. My husband has had more time off this year. It's another reason why I have not posted, because I have been spending so much time with him, which is so unusual because he has not stopped for years. So he has been home gardening with me. It's amazing. There's tomatillos, 2 tomatillos. There's peppermint mint. Or that's peppermint, no joke. Oh, peppermint mint. Pineapple mint. That's tomatillos. That's sage. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, so beautiful. Rosemary. This is all that mint, peppermint I just showed you. The tomatillo. Back there is chives. In the corner, I'll go around to show you. Okay, there's chives here. Oh, what is it? Oregano. Or marjoram or oregano. No, marjoram. Wow, oh my word. I'm not good at this. This is all 2 different kinds of strawberries in between here with chives that grows. And if I go back around over here, you can see next to the chives, there is, I believe, oregano. This has to be marjoram because that's oregano. The only one I really don't have that I want is dill seed, which I will eventually plant too. But this is the best my herb garden has ever looked. And it is all by us. And this is how I like it. Lush. I'm a lush girl. Oh, God is good. It's been glorious, actually. My husband planted that. Sorry, my rose was attacking me because there's always stuff to do. You know this. That is a apple tree we planted. And look it's already got blossoms on it. It's getting, gonna have apples. All of these tomato plants that are in cages, we bought, okay? And they have all names, Roma, big beef eaters. The ones that have sprung up all by themselves that you see randomly around here, and I'll show you back there, there's something that happens when you use in that corner where we put a fig tree, because we wanted to be able to put everything that we put in our juice in the morning. We wanted to grow it because it got to be $60 a week and we just don't have it anymore. I don't know about you guys, but we don't. So we're trying to grow everything we use. So that is why we took out a small compost that was there before we used it. I do not know how long it was there, but it was amazing. We used it until we moved it to put a fig tree. Well, after we removed it, we have now gotten pumpkins, because of course it's been all vegetables and fruits, pumpkins, and now tomatoes. We have 21 tomatoes that have randomly come up from out of that compost that have just, and also actually all over the yard. So I don't know if it was the wind and they decided that they were going to pollinate, but I asked my husband today, I said, did you transplant these? He goes, no, those sprung up. So I don't know, but this is California, northern, and this is what's happening. Okay, so these are all the tomatoes. The only thing that's not is the horseradish right here, which my husband loves, and that's a form of thyme, which is doing amazing. And then I've got another thyme back there. These are the roses that were here that are doing amazing, that are stunningly fragrant. There's like 4 different kinds, and they've been trimmed because they already bloomed once. So, but this is like the color scheme. These are all dying, but it's gorgeous. Okay, I'm back on the other side of the garden. And these are the pumpkins that sprang up randomly by themselves from the compost. This whole line that you see right here is all cucumbers that we did plant. But all in between that, you see these plants, tomatoes, those sprung up by themselves. Everything that's in here, we planted. Tomatoes. These were all peppers and bell peppers because we did not get enough. And we never seemed to, I don't know about you, but have enough for, this is all, you know, I love that we can plant and experiment in these boxes. This is another bell pepper. This is a tomato, or bleh. This is a pumpkin, I believe. Yeah, early pumpkin, giant. And we'll transplant it over there before it gets too crazy, which it's about right. So this is perfect time for me to do that. Always something to do. Like you guys know, there's never time to stop. And when you love something, you kind of just lose track of time. Okay, we're gonna leave. We're going out to, I call it my front. And I'm just going through here, which is, love it. It's like an oasis back here. We pulled, whoa. Sorry about that, guys. Upside down. We pulled some of this, chopped it off. This is a plant that I had at my former house. Absolutely loved. We planted it. This is a lilac bush that's been, just seems to be growing. That was here and is just it's doing beautifully. All these daisy bushes were here. This is a snowball bush, which you guys know it's amazing. Here is a hydrangea. There's those random flowers that I was talking about. There's a butterfly bush plant. There's a clematis with a jasmine. That beautiful plant. It's like a form of a hollyhock. I can't remember the name of it. We just got that. I love Cottage Gardens of Petaluma off of Old Redwood Highway, I believe. Is it? I think so. Anyway, that's where I love to go because they grow on site, and that's what I want. I want plants that are grown in the area, not drove in, because that's when they die on me. There's more. I'll show you in the front. This is a lavender bush that is huge, and now I'm starting to trim it up. These are the daisy bushes I was telling you that I use as bushes because when I give you an overall picture, you're gonna see that I am a person that likes bunches of color, and I'm slowly integrating it into the yard because right now you just can't start cutting everything, taking everything out. You have to remember there's always going to be an aesthetic of the front yard. So you have to just do it slowly, little by little, and plant the plants that you love and keep still the basic structure of the yard, because I have gone in and removed everything, and I did not like the amount of work it was, the amount of money it was. It's foolish. So don't do it, in my opinion. So anyway, so I am crashing through the bushes right now for y'all. Seriously. Oh, the things we do for YouTube for nothing. No, actually, let me just say, if you're still here and you're hanging on for videos just to see what I'm doing, you're the OGs. You can officially call yourself an OG. Okay. Stock, asparagus, daisy. I don't know. I planted it, and it's going to be fun to see what comes out again. This is a bush that was here that I did just what I put it. I cut it to where I need it. Okay, because I haven't yanked it out yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. It's one of those. This is the thing I showed you that I planted. That I usually have the little stick, but sometimes people see it and they like it and they'll take it. So, because I usually keep them out, but I can't seem to see it. But whatever, because I don't memorize all the plants. I wish I could be like that, but I never was. This is a cutting that I use for the geraniums. So I placed these pink geraniums in here from what was in the backyard that I showed you. And they just have grown. This needs to all be trimmed up, which it will be done. Like I said, never ending. This is just a big bush that was here, and I've been slowly cut. Well, my husband and I, and a gardener I used to use called Ricardo, which I can't afford him either. So we're doing it all ourselves, and meaning he was great because he would cut the lawn, and so my husband worked nonstop. But I didn't like, this kind of stuff was mine. But he would keep the structure of the house, like hedging, mowing the lawn, blow mowing, you know what they do. And so, but even that we've cut out. So my husband's doing it, which he loves, which has been wonderful to see, actually, because he's never been that busy in his life. And it's kind of nice for him to slow down. Don't get me wrong. I love overtime. I love the money. But what are you going to do? This is dahlias that I planted that I had just as of yesterday. I had all of sweet peas in between all this. But it, as you can see, the bare spots, it just got to be too much. I have a friend that is a very good gardener, and she recommended to me, you can see the cuttings of the sweet peas, to just cut it all the way back, fertilize, and then I've got the pods of seeds. I collected those, and then once they dry out, I'm going to spread them all over. And then she said that those may come back in September. We'll see. I don't know, because we get a lot of success with comeback. I guess we've been changed to a 9B or something like that. But anyway, these are petunias, all that I planted. Now they'll have more light and everybody can spread out. These are dahlias that I planted. This is Sheer Heaven, Fatima. I don't know well, there it is. What is that? It says it is, I don't know if that's Cafe au lait. I don't know if that's what it is, because these are dahlias I've never had before. So maybe that is Cafe au lait. We'll see. This one is Rebecca Lynn, pink. Oh, I can't wait, babies. I know. You're so beautiful. Yes. So I planted 7. This one hasn't come up yet, I don't think. Fluffles. That one hasn't come up. But all these hollyhocks came back from last year. All of these other ones in the back I planted. That is a petunia that I planted that I absolutely love, that already bloomed once, so I'm trying to get it to bloom again. There's hollyhocks in the back, and then those are that Diaptipita, 2 of them. Looks like they're going to bloom first time this year. And these are all hollyhocks that came back. There is also snapdragons that are coming up from last year. We'll see what comes up. The lantana came up from last year, which is this right here, which my husband just set up a new sprinkling situation, so now they'll get watered. So hopefully they'll come out also, because they're beautiful. They're like peach tone with, if this all fills in. Oh, and then also these are hollyhocks, or hollyhocks, what am I saying, morning glory, and they came back from last year. I know I have a video or a picture of that, probably. I don't know, maybe we'll see. Yeah, the time is the problem, because it just takes me forever. The morning glories came up from last year. In fact, I'm on a waiting list for morning glories because this whole area filled. It was so beautiful. So it's like, as of yesterday, it was sweet peas, but they started to die back. And now it'll be, hopefully, the morning glories will fill in. The plants, when I get called from Petaluma Cottage Garden Farms, I will fill in with morning glories and probably some other good little goodie, who knows. So let me just get you an overall view, and then, or what do they call that, curbside view? There you go, people. And then there's the front, which I'm going to walk through because they're just bushes. So I just was showing the plants. My battery's getting low. These are, I planted all of this. Anything that's around the trees, I planted. because I did that in my other house too. It was just so bare. Everything was super bare, and I like color, super color. And hopefully when everything fills in, it'll look the way I envision it to, which is really, really Wonderland-like. These are succulents my friend gave me, and then we went, these are geraniums. Oh, it's saying, okay. Yes, I see you. These are geraniums. Carnations. Trying to remember, what is it? Viola. Oh my gosh, Stacy. Probably people are screaming it at me. I can't remember what it is. There's Gerber daisies coming through. Anyway, there's so many things that I tried in here, and this is what I like now. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but it's trial and error. It just doesn't come out of pure gladness. It comes out of love, things you love, colors you love, and it just sort of comes together. At least that's what's happened with mine over the years. And then that is a little thing that's hanging. I don't know if anybody sees it, but if you look frontal, you can see the little thing hanging in the tree. I gotta hurry it up. Back over here too is little nuggets of sweet goodness, I think. That's a camellia tree. That was here. Everything is just so lush. These are hollyhocks that are coming up from last year that I planted. This is all my favorite, which is lantana, geraniums in there. Up here are David Austin flowers. I planted that all this year, the roses, because usually it's petunias. And this I planted a long time ago, and I can't remember the name. But yeah, the David Austin roses, you can't go wrong with those roses. Look how stunning they are. I mean, they are legitly just a beautiful, beautiful rose. So they're already blooming first year. Look at that. I mean, they're so beautiful. I just love them. So, and then over here, this is a work in progress. We all have those. Lantana. I think there's tiger lilies, and those are tiger lilies in the back that I couldn't remember. This is roses, lantana. We planted this, can't remember what it was because it was a transplant from a neighbor, which was this also, which is just taken off, which I put around the tree. Lantana, tiger lily, but it was given to us. This is dahlia that's coming up. Lantana, and a beautiful hydrangea that's coming up. I know that's pretty quick, but I'm running out of my battery. I'll give you one quick look, and then I want to say to all our veterans that served, there's not enough we can express the gratitude that we have. Without you, our country would not be free. We would not have the freedoms we have, the liberties we have, and we should just love one another. It doesn't matter who has a different view from you. It doesn't matter if someone thinks differently from you. You should love them regardless. It's not about that. That's what Jesus taught, and that's what you should be doing, which is what I try to do, which actually is a very peaceful way to live if you really think about it, because they're not going to meet people without sin. And the person that's usually casting the first stone is probably the one with the most sin. So just keep your own business. Keep your stuff in your own backyard. Just mind your business and you'll be fine. Everybody have a great patriotic summer, and I will hopefully be back in the fall when I post more. Thanks again. Bye.